Hello. Today we'll be talking about one of the dysfunctional coping skills narcissists use to justify their abuse. I call it retroactive justification. While narcissists have no conscience to speak of, I do believe they know right from wrong. If they didn't, they wouldn't work so hard to keep what they do a secret. Knowing right from wrong also means that they know abusing their children is wrong. Unlike normal people, though, rather than admit what they've done was wrong, they usually try to justify it, sometimes even years after the event. A few years ago, my overtly narcissistic mother and I had a very strange conversation. She asked if my ex-husband ever hit me. Since at the time we had been divorced for I think it was just under 19 years, it seemed odd to me she'd ask anything like that, especially after so long. I was also surprised because, yes, he did, and she saw me shortly after it happened when I was still all bruised and swollen. Anyway, I just said, yes, he did once when we had a huge argument at the time of our separation. My mother then asked if his mother or father were abusive, and I said no. She went on to say no one should be abused, and if she only would have known he hit me, she would have called a lawyer immediately. This was all so hurtful that she forgot about the event, and I thought it was so strange she brought it up and acted like it suddenly bothered her. I wondered what on earth the conversation was about, so I prayed. Sometime after we hung up the phone, God showed me what my mother's motivations were. If she could prove my ex was a terrible person like she always said he was, then she'd feel justified for abusing me in her attempt to keep us apart back when we first met, just before I turned 17. It could prove to her that she really was saving me from myself, as she so often claimed she was trying to do. Also, at the time of this conversation, my mother had been giving me the silent treatment, as she often did. By her saying what she did, she believed it showed me that she was on my side and that she cared for me. That was supposed to make me resume our relationship without being upset about the silent treatment. This retroactive justification for abuse is something I think a lot of narcissists do. If they can justify the awful things they've done, they hope to take away your anger. After all, how can you be angry about the horrible things that were done if there was good reason for it? And if you're not angry, not only will you stay in that relationship with the narcissist, but you'll tolerate their abuse because you think they always have good reasons for doing what they do. Having reasons for their abusive ways also helps the narcissist to cope with what they've done. Now, I don't believe they feel guilt or remorse because that requires empathy, and that's something we all know narcissists do not have. But they may feel embarrassed about their actions or afraid people will think badly of them because of some of the things they've done. Having a reason for their behavior validates their behavior, at least in their minds. Sure, they may have acted badly, but it was for a good reason. The ends justifies the means, at least in the mind of a narcissist. If you have a narcissist in your life, or have had one in your life that did their best to justify abusing you, you need to remember that this retroactive justification is merely one more dysfunctional coping skill narcissists use. The more you know and understand about why narcissists behave as they do, the less harm it can cause you. When you realize that their abuse is about their dysfunction and it's really nothing to do with you, it hurts a great deal less. You don't take things as personally when you have a healthy understanding of the depths of the narcissist's dysfunction. I know when I realized when my mother brought up that topic that day, I felt a lot better. At first, I thought it was just to hurt me, which hurt even more than the original topic of the conversation. But after realizing it was just one more dysfunctional way of hers, it hurt a lot less. Thank you for watching, and see you next time.